What if someone with a lot of money and a lot of power is paying for specialized aircraft to spray our skies with substances that make it rain? The recent horrific Texas flooding was preceded by a flight of cloud seeding aircraft owned and operated by the Peter Thiel-backed firm Rainmaker, which was conducting operations near to where the flooding happened. The company's 25-year-old CEO, Augustus Dorico, categorically denies his firm was involved. But some states, such as Florida, are not taking any chances. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a law banning all weather modification programs in the Sunshine State and even issued a rather threatening directive to Florida airports that if they expect to continue receiving state funding for their operations, those airports were required to deny any aircraft seeking to use those airports as a base to launch cloud seeding operations in the state of Florida. Our next guest, Steve Jarvis, has become an expert in geoengineering and is himself part of the push to enact legislation banning all geoengineering activities over the United States. He's an Idaho-based regenerative farmer, as well as a leader in RFK Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again movement. And he joins us now. Steve, it's so great to meet you. So it's funny, I saw your video. It was so excellent. I put my booking producer on the hunt for your number, and then I'm having a conversation with, I will just say someone in the administration, and I brought up your name, and we're like, oh, we're talking to that guy. He's amazing. So you have gotten a lot of attention. Are you surprised that now it's okay to talk about geoengineering and weather modification?
Well, I would say that Texas was the final straw. Everybody.
I would agree.
I blew the story. I'm the one that blew the story on Texas. I connected Peter Thiel with Rainmaker, and basically they just destroyed themselves. They admitted they sprayed 2 days before. And what everybody doesn't realize is there was 120 billion gallons of water dumped on a little bitty tiny area in just a matter of a few hours. That's double the amount of water that goes over Niagara Falls. Everybody knows that something's up. And we've been trying to say it for a long time.
What's amazing to me is how the Rainmaker CEO is out there on about every conservative show, platform, podcast, you name it, to try to do damage control, saying, oh, well, there was no way this was connected to our operations of cloud seeding 2 days before, that what we do is so minimal that it would never have that kind of effect. But at some point, you just have to say, it's just too coincidental otherwise. And in other flash flooding that we've seen across the country, there's also been reports of cloud seeding within the days leading up to massive flash flooding events. It's becoming a trend.
Yes. And see, I was invited. I wrote a farm plan for the United States of America called the United States of America Regenerative Small Farms and Food Act. And that would create 1 million new 40-acre farms. RFK invited me to come speak to Maha. And see, number one in my farm bill is stop geoengineering the weather, because we have high aluminum content, in our soil, in our water, and in many other areas. But that was the big thing is I had no idea that I was going to be on your show and talk about this. And there are so many levels. There are 6 levels to geoengineering. And that's what people don't realize. I've just finished the bill for Montana. I just finished the bill for Idaho to stop weather modification. My bill, I called it the Mystic Bill after Camp Mystic, because this finally, 9 months ago, it was conspiracy theory. And now, everybody knows it's true. And they're coming out and admitting it. So I've named it the Mystic Bill after those girls that drowned, God bless them, at Camp Mystic. And my bill is the strongest bill in the nation. And there's 6 levels. And that's what so many people think, well, it's just a couple of things going on. But listen, folks, talk about going down the rabbit hole and going to deep dive. If you're on anxiety meds, you're going to double up to find out all the real information.
Can you give us a tease of that?